In his clash with the far right over immigration, Elon Musk is now going after the hardliners, the very heart of the MAGA base, labeling them just a few hours ago as, quote, contemptible fools.
Who this morning tweeted, let me tell you something, if I spent 2 weeks trying to come up with a 4-word description of Elon Musk, I don't think I could do better than insufferable nonsense propaganda puppet.
Have you ever had that moment when you realize your idols aren't who you thought they were? Well, MAGA supporters are having that moment with Elon Musk right now. From cheering his Twitter takeover to booing his latest tweets, it's a whiplash-inducing turn of events. Sound familiar? Stick around as we explore this all-too-human drama of changing allegiances and bruised egos.
From foreign countries, and then pay them less.
Poor Mike. This is a disaster for Mike. He doesn't have anything to scream about into those pillows anymore. Versus Harris wasn't the only item on the ballot. It's so embarrassing. Hey, Elon, let me read you what your buddy Donald Trump said about you before you gave him $100 million. Driverless cars that crash or rocket ships to nowhere, telling me how he was a big Trump fan and Republican. I could have said drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it. And
Not long ago, Elon Musk and MAGA seemed inseparable. Musk even joked, I could have told him to drop to his knees and beg, and he would have done it. For a while, he was considered Trump's closest tech ally. It almost looked like a political bromance. But today, things couldn't be more different. Musk is now calling MAGA supporters contemptible fools. Shocking, isn't it? Like suddenly finding out the Easter Bunny was never real. For many MAGA followers, it feels like being abruptly cut off with nothing more than a cold text message. So, what triggered this dramatic fallout? It all started with the H-1B visa debate. Musk openly praised hardworking immigrants from every background, saying he preferred the nerds over the wall builders. For MAGA, that's about as un-MAGA as it gets, short of wearing an I Love Socialism t-shirt.
This thing's a scam by the oligarchs in Silicon Valley to basically take jobs from American citizens, give them to what become indentured servants. H-1B visas, that's not what it's about. It's about taking American jobs and bringing over essentially what become indentured servants at lower wages.
Naturally, the MAGA crowd isn't taking this lying down. With his trademark scowl, Steve Bannon lashed out at the H-1B program, calling it nothing more than a scam cooked up by Silicon Valley elites and oligarchs to strip jobs away from American citizens. In Bannon's words, immigrants aren't here to build. They're here to snatch American jobs and even devour our freedom fries.
Her subscriptions were deactivated. Her character limits for tweets and posts on X were limited for what she says is, quote, raising concerns and speaking the truth in India. More on what she is saying about why she lost those privileges on X in a moment with Donny O'Sullivan of Our Country and the White House. Now, that was after she posted racist messages like this, saying our country was built by white Europeans, actually, not third world invaders from India.
Hold on, things are about to get even more intense. According to the ever insightful Laura Loomer, America was built by white Europeans, not so-called invaders from India. Clearly, someone could use a quick history lesson and maybe a nap. But Musk, he isn't backing down. Picture him sipping a latte, scrolling through Twitter, doubling down on his support for skilled immigrants. With every tweet, he seems determined to send MAGA diehards spinning into chaos. And yet, there's one voice missing from this drama. The man with the orange glow, the love of hamburgers, and an opinion on just about everything. Donald Trump. Where is he in all this? Is he too buried in legal troubles to notice his tech ally has turned on him? Or is he quietly drafting his signature late-night Twitter comeback? This whole saga has turned into a soap opera. The Musk-MAGA breakup is messier than a Mar-a-Lago food fight, and Trump's silence is only adding fuel to the mystery. Is this part of his art of the deal strategy, or has he simply lost control of the narrative? After all, Trump's Twitter fingers have always been quick. Remember when he live-tweeted a shark documentary because he was scared the fish might attack? That's classic Trump. But now, during the juiciest Musk-MAGA drama yet, he's suddenly gone silent. So what's really going on here? Has Trump been blindsided by his tech buddy's betrayal? Or is he quietly plotting a grand return, waiting for the perfect moment to swoop in like an orange-suited superhero? Some say he's playing four-dimensional chess, moving tweets instead of pawns.
This guy is the New York Times is propaganda, the Washington Post is propaganda, the Atlantic is propaganda, NPR is propaganda, AP stands for Associated.
But all of this began after Trump named Shriram Krishnan, a tech entrepreneur and investor who was born in India, as his senior policy advisor on artificial intelligence.
Enter Shriram Krishnan, Trump's new AI advisor and, interestingly, a tech genius with Indian roots. Not exactly what you'd call a MAGA-style pick, and sure enough, this move has enraged some supporters more than a bull charging at a red flag. Trump now finds himself trapped between two worlds, the Build the Wall crowd and the billionaires of Silicon Valley. Backing Musk could hurt his America First image, but ignoring Silicon Valley could cost him those deep-pocketed donations. Meanwhile, his base grows restless. They're used to Trump firing off furious tweets at the slightest jab. His silence now, completely baffling. And let's not forget, the 2024 election is looming. Even his campaign staff is sweating bullets, probably more after each staircase he descends. How will he juggle this? Can Trump pull off a secret MAGA hat trick to keep everyone happy? Or will this drama crack his support base like a crumbling border wall? Back at MAGA headquarters, the tension is rising. Trump's attempts to deflect with talk of his tax returns have only added more fuel to the chaos. It's political theater at its peak, and the show is just beginning. Elon Musk, once a MAGA darling, now mocks them as contemptible fools. Trump, meanwhile, is playing the quietest game of hide-and-seek we've ever seen. Imagine a reality show where billionaires and politicians are the contestants. No roses, no desperate singles, just power plays and broken alliances. A wall now stands, not just on the border, but between Silicon Valley and the Republican Party. On one side, the tech experts who actually know how to code. On the other, those who still think the internet is just a series of tubes. One political analyst summed it up perfectly. When you mix billionaires, politics, and the internet, you don't get solutions, you get memes. And honestly, isn't that the most American outcome of all?